Hey folks, Ian Robson here with the Fishing Experiment. Today we are on the Rideau Canal, which has just opened. It opened up maybe 5 days ago, and today we're trying pan fishing techniques. Let me show you what I got here. So what I'm running is a little size 10 hook, I think it is, with a little split shot, at the end there. And basically what I'm running is a drop shot rig for all intents and purposes, but it's a drop shot rig for panfish. So we're gonna see what we can get, and I'll bring you back if we catch anything. We should be able to. I've caught a few fish already, so we'll see what happens. All right, so there we go, folks. Caught a little tiny perch on a little mini drop shot on the canal. Current date is May 5th, so there we go. I'm gonna go ahead and release this little guy now, and hopefully we'll see some bigger perch in the future. So folks, been fishing a little bit in the Dows Lake, which is right close to the Rideau Canal, really close. I'm in this little area right here, and I'm using the drop shot technique. This is from the Informative Fisherman, and still using it, still working really well. Like I said, just a small little hook with a little tiny split shot at the end. Very like light type gear. I'm actually using like about 12-pound test, which is more than I should be using, but it just happened to be what's on the reel. I should be getting some fluorocarbon 6-pound test soon, and it's been working really well. So Nick from the Informative Fisherman suggested this technique, and it's working really well. So I'm very pleased about that. So basically, it's all about watching your line is the one thing I noticed. I don't think he said that in the actual video itself, but you just watch the line, you bounce it off the bottom like you normally would with a drop shot, except the only difference is you are fishing for panfish as opposed to bass, which is a typical technique for drop shotting. I actually read an article not too long ago about people using drop shot techniques for walleye, lake trout, and a few other species on, I think it was Outdoor Canada, so really neat. Hopefully we can catch a few more fish here, and they're gonna switch up techniques, try the old bobber, but honestly, this is so deadly right now. It just got so early in the season, the fish are just getting into this warmer water here. It's only like May 5th today, so they're pretty active for this time of year. Really what you gotta look for, if you're in Ontario, look for shallow areas, really shallow areas for panfish basically. And a lot of fish these days. Carp are really active right now too. I actually have some corn with me. I may try that as well later on. We'll see what happens. All right, folks, see you in a sec. There we go, folks. Another bluegill caught with the drop shot technique. Man, this is really working well. These right now, it's ridiculous. These bluegill, sunfish, they just fight so hard. Anyways, put this guy back. Get a little bit of a release here for you guys. There he goes. He just wants to get out of my hand. All right, folks. There we go, another bluegill. So I'm gonna switch over to the YouTube technique. What the heck am I talking about? I'm gonna switch over to the bobber technique and see if it works just as well. I suspect based on the way the fish are right now, I'll have no problem with the bobber either. Let's see what happens. All right, so this is the float we're using once again. Nick from the Informative Fisherman suggested about a foot leader. So that's what I got about here, about 30 centimeters or so, depending where you speak, 1 foot or 30 centimeters. So that's what I got. I'm gonna throw it out there and see if we can't catch a fish. I'm gonna adjust this worm first. I just left the drop shot on the end, a little split shot in the end there, and that's gonna allow it to just sink down so we can actually have this float sit up the way we want it to, just like that. Let's see what happens. There you go, folks. And within seconds, another bluegill. Man, these guys fight hard for little tiny fish. I wish I had my ultralight here today, but I don't have my medium action just because the fish, that was the line, the rod I had hooked up. But man, that was a lot of fun. As soon as I put it out there too, it was ridiculous. Like I can basically just pop it out there like this, and then like within a few seconds, the fish are all over it. It's ridiculous. Let's see if we can't catch some more. All right, once again, the float prevails. All right, folks, that'll be it for me for today. Today we tried out, let's do the little release here first. Well, it's supposed to be nicer than that. Anyways, that'll be it for me for today. Today we tried out 2 techniques from Nick the Informative Fisherman. Definitely check out his channel. He does bass primarily, but he does Lucky Tackle Box stuff for panfish. Definitely check him out. Right now in Ontario, there's only panfish open, and there's a few other species open right now. I'm in zone 18, I believe, and panfish is open all year round, so that's why we're fishing for panfish today. Maybe later in the year we'll go for some bass, maybe some pike. Pike opens up soon, as well as walleye. Well, I hope you enjoy this little episode of the Fishing Experiment. Like I said today, we tried out 2 techniques from Nick the Informative Fisherman. I hope you enjoy. Why don't you go ahead and hit that subscribe button. My name's Ian Robson. Catch you guys later.